I don't know if you saw Warski's stream, but the Kumite is apparently done. Did you have any thoughts on that since we have you here on the breaking news story?
No, I missed that. What's going on?
They're saying the Kumite is done. They're quitting. Apparently, it's not a comedy bit. They're actually going to quit the Kumite. So.
All right, now are we sure, or is this going to be a tomorrow? Hey, we got you guys. It's a zinger.
No, Andy said it's not going to be on his channel anymore. Tonka doesn't want to do it, so I think Failure was talking about doing a morning show, like on his own. So
I don't know. Whatever. If they don't like doing it, they don't like doing it. I guess is that why are they quitting? I guess I should probably ask.
I think. Well, they did cite the stream on Sunday, and I think Tonka maybe just getting fed up. People have been going at him pretty hard the last couple weeks, so it seems like that's kind of gotten to him a little bit. So.
No, okay.
Yeah.
So they're wait, is Andy killing his show then too, or is it just?
No, he said he's going to continue doing his show, but the Kumites, he said, run out of the steam, and they're just not feeling it anymore. And the last I checked, Tonka was on there arguing with Zoom, and then I turned it off because I had to do my own show. So
yeah, Warski's show is going 3 nights a week. I think it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
JF was gloating. Pretty much what you said was going to happened though. You said if JF and Andy split up, that they're going to split their audiences, and if you look at, like, you can just see it.
Well, exactly. Yeah, I mean, you can't have a scheduled show, right, where you're doing it like 3-4 times a week, and you've got 2 guys hosting it, and then you split, and one guy continues doing a scheduled program, and then the other guy is kind of like, well, I'll do one night a week, and then I'm going to do like a morning gaming show, and then I'm going to do another morning show with 2 other guys, because then your audience is like, well, what fucking time do I tune in? At least with JF, you know, people knew when it was, where it was,
yep,
and when to expect it. So he was able to, you know, they split the audience, but he was able to retain the people that went with him. I think Andy's problem was he split the audience, but then he was kind of hopping all over the place, and so people didn't know, like, what am I tuning into? What show am I supposed to watch? Because you have 3 of them.
Yeah, and he didn't hit the ground running, so JF just, you know, immediately, you know, started streaming every day, pretty much like 7 p.m. Eastern every single night he's on. And you know,
JF is the quintessential Frenchman. He used his show to hit on every bitch he could get on that fucking program. He's like, today we're gonna have what is it, Emily Yukis?
Yeah.
And then the next day we're gonna have this blonde chick, and then the next day we're gonna have this other. It was almost like he was using it as a dating service. For
Faith Goldie. Faith Goldie was on there last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows. He is the most Frenchman I've ever seen. He's looking for that pussy when he can get it.
I can't even fucking hate on it because it's genius.
Yeah, man.
No, he knew what he was doing. Yeah,
he knew exactly what he was doing.
You have to give it to JF. He's actually getting paid money to hit on chicks. Like, he's sitting there with his best game. Like, he's at the bar, like, hey, baby, you know, you want some D? And then he's like, hold on a second. 1488 wants me to say the 14 words here for $5. Okay, so... bitch, where you live? You know, he's got that shit down.
Speaking of JF,
we are in the public space, but I can take you back to the private space.
You've talked about this a couple times. I mean, several times actually. How I guess the crowd and also, you know, other people were like, why don't you make this video on JF? He's such a lolcow, and why don't you just make it up? Is there any better way to ensure that you don't make a video than to try to pressure you into making a video?
No, that was the thing. Like, it was nonstop, right? And it was like 3 distinct groups doing it, but they're kind of all interconnected in a weird fucking way.
Right.
But it was like, yeah, first it was, you should do a video on JF. And the thing I was waiting for was the, you remember the Destiny JF court case?
Yeah, I do.
How that was. Yeah, like I was.
It never happened. Yeah.
If that had happened, I was going to cover it because that would have been funny as shit for 1,000 different fucking reasons.
Oh, God.
So I'm kind of like, okay, I'm going to wait for this and see where this plays out, because he was like, I'm going to file a lawsuit, and Destiny's like, oh, take me to court. So I was like, great, this is going to be like 5 videos worth of fucking shit to talk about with these 2 guys in court with each other. It was a funny thought, but it didn't happen. And then I start getting all these fucking messages from people that were associated with Crowd's Discord or associated with the liberalist movement, all saying, JF's an epic lolcow. You got to milk those nipples and all this kind of. They're trying to like use the lingo, but it doesn't really fucking fit. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, I'm not really interested. And then they got angry. And then it was, you're biased, Jim. Why don't you just say that you're a neo-Nazi? That's why you won't cover JF, because JF is, of course, the poster boy for neo-Nazis, apparently, in their mind.
Yes.
And then they just kept getting angry and angry. And I reached the point where I was like, you know, I don't, there's no other community that I would let do that. I don't have a bunch of fucking furries come up and say, you need to make a video on this guy, Jim, or else you're an otherkin. Like, fuck off. What do I care what a bunch of fucking furries want me to make a video on?
It's like, people that already don't like me are going to say bad things about me because I didn't make the video they want. Yeah, I mean, it's like, what?
Yeah, so it reached the point where it was like, it's funnier to watch you get angry about me not making the video than actually making a video on it. And besides, the other thing I noticed is all these fucking people that keep bringing up make a video haven't made a fucking video of their own. Where are all their hot takes on JF? Where are those super funny fucking videos these guys put out? Because I haven't seen one.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have a monopoly on everybody else creating videos. It's not like you could stop them. And that's another thing with the shows. Somebody was like, this show, I'm sad it's going away, and I wish I had something to watch, or, you know, go do your own show. Like, I mean, I don't know.